Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
And we'd like to welcome back to Beach FM Chris Papps, who was the outgoing chair of the Otaki Community Board. Chris, good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, John, and good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Otaki.
I'm sure it is.
In the sun, it's lovely.
Oh, fantastic. It's great, isn't it? It's coming right in that regard. Chris, any news about the new chairman of the Otaki Community Board yet?
No, we haven't decided that yet. That will be decided at our very first meeting on the 12th of November.
Oh, that's a fair way off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that far away. There's a lot going on at the moment, though. We've all got the induction going, so there's heaps happening down at council where you go and find out, especially for the new members that haven't actually been on a board or part of council before, to go and learn all the ropes and protocols and standing orders and just everything like that, and get to know the council and just how everything works.
Indeed, and that's when reality kicks in, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. Sometimes you think, oh my gosh.
What have I done?
Yes.
They think. Chris, Otaki, I've just had, as it happens, we had Stephen Cole on before from New World Otaki, the business of the year, and we were talking about the changing character of Otaki, how people are flooding in, particularly some of the older demographic, finding Otaki a very attractive place to live, and therefore they are attracted. And it must be great to see that the village is beginning to really, well, it's beginning to expand, but also to get a little bit of, a strut in its stride, put it that way.
Yes, it is great seeing more people coming to this beautiful spot of New Zealand that we live in. It's unfortunate, though, that in some cases it means that some of our locals actually can't afford to live here any longer, which is a very sad fact, that's happening. So hopefully it's not going to spoil Otaki for people that have lived here for years and years and years and been born and bred here. But it is lovely to see new people coming to Otaki and starting up businesses, and hopefully it'll make Otaki thrive.
Indeed. Now, you make a very good point. So you're saying that some locals are being priced out of the hood?
I think so, yes. We had a bit of a problem with that last year with people that were renting and not being able to afford the rental and had to actually move further north, which was a bit sad.
Chris, you're aware I do a little bit of work in the home area, and one of the things that disturbs us is quite constant reports from Otaki that some people who should be on the homeless list don't want to go on the homeless list because they've got to put down their 3 choices of where they want to live. And they're afraid that they'll be moved out of Otaki and therefore lose the support of their family, their whānau. Yes. And this is a very real issue.
I think it's not just an issue in Otaki, but in all our areas of Kapiti, Waikanae, Paraparaumu and Paikakariki. Because I know that there's, I'm not sure, there's 1 or 2 council places in Paikakariki. We're rather fortunate in Otaki that we do have a few council houses. And I worked on last year with James, and we actually managed to get a few more of them actually refurbished because they'd fallen a bit behind in the refurbishment of them. So there's a few more council flats that are actually looking really nice now for people to move into.
Now, those flats were built many years ago, weren't they? Near enough to 50 years ago.
Yeah, but I think they're basically got good bones. It's just they need just tarting up and modernising.
Well, it seems a little bit of that is going on, but it's not just the quantity, not just the quality, it's the quantity as well. Have you got enough? Do we need more?
I think we probably do need more, but unfortunately the council's not in a position to actually build more social housing. I think central government really has to step up here and start looking at areas like Otaki and Paikakariki, from perhaps getting a few more Housing New Zealand properties here for them.
And do you think that is the kind of conversation that the KCDC and, in fact, the Community Board, because, in essence, you are advocates for your community. That's the kind of discussion you could have with organisations such as Housing New Zealand.
Yes, and we have been working on that. And the other thing is, like, when our older people here actually get to retirement age, there's nowhere for them to go other than Waikanae or further north. But it's a monetary thing as far as the big retirement villages are concerned. And,
yes.
and also I fear that if we get someone like Ryman's here, they're actually going to build something that our people won't be able to afford to actually buy into.
And they are almost literally gated communities, those, aren't they? They can
Yes.
be cut off from the local community.
Yes, and I mean we've got the perfect spot, the old Otaki Health Camp, and that's screaming out for some sort of development down there.
Any rumours about something happening there?
Nothing whatsoever. I'm actually
Wow.
on the Friends of the Rotunda. We're trying to save the Rotunda.
Oh, yes.
that's
How's
there.
that going?
So, well, I've got a meeting at 1 o'clock. So.
Oh, we'll let you know then. Okay.
But at the moment, we've got it's being listed as a heritage building. At the moment, DOC are custodians of it all. It could turn into something quite spectacular.
Oh,
So
yes.
it'd be nice to be able to move it somewhere and perhaps turn it into, I don't know, a nice community spot or a nice restaurant
Yes.
or something, who knows. But at the moment, Heritage New Zealand don't want it moved, DOC want it moved, so we're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I seem to remember it's got beautiful woodwork, that
It
rotunda.
has, the floor is absolutely amazing.
Yes. So it's something that we do not want to miss. Well, it's great to hear that you're on the job already, Chris, and perhaps we can check up again sometime soon about what's happening in
Absolutely.
awesome Otaki. Thank you very much, Chris.
Okay, thanks, John.
Thank you.
106.3 Beach FM.